Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Right now, my review is of the Robert Duvall 1997 film, The Apostle. This is one of his 4 best performances. I'm going to say what his best performances, like, of course, Robert Duvall is one of my favorite actors ever. He can do no wrong. But I would say his best things that he's done are Tender Mercies, The Great Santini, The Judge, and The Apostle. The Apostle was a passion project of his, and he wrote it, he produced it, he directed it, he starred in it. It's a Robert Duvall vehicle. And he decided to use a bunch of real people, like he was at actual churches, used regular people to be extras, and so yeah, most of what you can see in the film, all are real passionate people, and they really help amplify the passion for the film. Now, with the rise of atheism these days, I really don't care if if you're watching this and you happen to not believe in God, not believe in Jesus, that's fine, whatever. But you cannot deny what the movie has going for it, all the good that the movie has. Now, me personally, I do believe in God, but I've always wanted to actually go to some of these southern evangelical churches, because that's a lot of people when they go to church, it's boring, it's droning, because it's just an old man standing up there talking, like reading, like when people get read to, like if it's just an old man reading something that's kind of boring, of course you're going to fall asleep to it. That's why whenever you're at church, it has to be very alive in order to keep people from falling asleep. And if things are more alive, then hopefully the person, whoever's listening to the sermon, will soak the things up. And that's exactly what the Apostle has going for it. It has a very heavy-duty, hyper-passionate preacher who is just so alive with things, and he is delivering such powerful sermons, and everyone in the film, like the people in the pews listening to it, also equally as passionate. And yeah, that's one of the things that I really loved about this film. So the movie deals with Robert Duvall, who is almost like Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam. He's that hyper, he's that passionate about things. He's a hardcore preacher who was first a child, a youth minister, sorry, and now that he's much older, he's the head of the biggest church in his town. But his wife, who's played by Farrah Fawcett, she's just sick and tired of everything. She thinks that he's a little too hyper, a little too passionate with things. She cheats on him with a guy, and Duvall's character, he's also kind of mysterious himself a bit, and he eventually finds out about the affair. He doesn't know how to take things, so he beats the hell out of the guy and flees. When he flees, he keeps in touch with some of his friends, and he decides to start up a new church in this new town. So yeah, the movie's plot isn't really all that strong, because it, I'd say the strongest part about the film is when it is like just when he goes to his new town, and before, because when he's preaching in his town and he's with his family, and yeah, it's so shocking when he gets axed from his when he gets voted out of his church. But yeah, when he's in his new town, everything just starts to become kind of average, I guess you could say. And the look of the film, it's also kind of whatever. But the movie will always have going for it a strong lead performance by Duvall and strong spirituality in it. So the movie, it may not be strong in all respects, but those two things make it a really good film. So I'm going to give The Apostle from 1997 a solid 3 stars out of 4. Please subscribe.